Good morning, students. I am Kamal Nath, and you all are attending my class of English. Welcome you all. Students, today we are going to learn a new story, that is chapter 5. Title you can see on the screen, Vet in the Forest. And you can see the beautiful picture here of the forest and a herd of elephant. So this story again will charm you. You will enjoy it, you will learn, and maybe this story will impress you, will influence you. This story, another one story, Vet in the Forest, is before you, which is written by Dhriti K. Lahiri Chaudhary. This story is written by Dhriti Kant Lahiri Chaudhary. Student, let us know first here something about the chapter you are going to learn. What we are going to cover in this chapter. Topics to cover. First, I will introduce you about the writer. I will tell you something about author. Then will be important words. I will explain you some important works of author. And then I will explain you new words. And last, I will convey you the content, the summary, brief summary of page 41 and 42, and you will enjoy it. I am sure that you will enjoy this story. This story is in fact a rescue of an injured elephant. The story Vet in the Forest is a description, an account of the rescue of an injured elephant. So let us see here first about the author, about the writer. Before we learn the story, before we enjoy the story, we shall know who the story has been written, by whom the story has been written. So here you can see writer's introduction. Dr. Lahiri was born in September 1931. Exact date is not here available, but he was born in September 1931 and he died on 1 March 2019. You can see very well here picture of Dhriti Kant Lahiri Chaudhary. K stands for Kant. Dhriti Kant Lahiri Chaudhary. So let us know here some more information about the author. As I have told you about Dhriti Kant Lahiri Chaudhary, where he was born, when he was born, and when he died, we shall learn about his work, about his qualification, about different periods of his life, where he has spent, what he has studied, and what is his contribution. Let us see. Lahiri Chaudhary was born to Dhirendra Kant and Renuka Devi. Means Lahiri Chaudhary was the son of Dhirendra Kant and his mother's name was Renuka Devi. So he was born in 1931 in the village of Kalipur in the Mymensingh district. After the partition of Bengal, when Bengal was separated, his family shifted to Kolkata. He passed MA in English literature. It is very interesting. We are going to study about wildlife, about elephant. Here the writer of this story is a scholar of English. He was MA in English literature from Presidency College and completed PhD from the University of Leeds. He served as a professor. He was working as a professor of Rabindra Bharati University. Lahiri Chaudhary travelled over 70 years in the forests of Assam. Let us know here different parts of our country where Dhriti Kant Lahiri Chaudhary travelled, visited and studied the life of elephants, different varieties of elephants, their way of life, their cycle of life, all the problems they were facing and different interesting facts. So he visited Assam, Barak Valley, West Bengal, Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh and Odisha, as well as parts of Uttaranchal, Bandipur and Periyar. several places you can see here. Throughout his life, he traveled over 70 years. You can imagine very well how long is 17 years of duration or period. And he spent his 70 years of life with the elephants in different forests of India. So he gathered a lot of information. He had a lot of information and he was experienced about the life and about the problems. He gathered huge experiences with elephants and surveyed the status and distribution of elephants. How many numbers of elephants were found in which forests, and where their life was no doubt very easy or where their life was in trouble. So all these information he collected, he gathered, and he wrote several books. He wrote several books on elephants and he mentioned all this information in those books. He also studied man-elephant conflicts. As you know, man always here fight and man face problems with elephants. So there is constant conflicts between man and elephant. So he has studied this issue and this problem also very minutely and analyzed the problems of elephants in India. So this was what some of the information, important information that we have here learnt about Dhriti K. Lahiri Chaudhary, and you must remember all this. You must note down in your copy about the writer. This is the part of our knowledge. So you should not miss and you must write them. Proceeding to next, let us see here some of the works, important works of writer. Works means what he really wrote, other books he wrote, and you can see on the screen at least two books I have brought you here, A Trunk Full of Tales, and another book is here titled as The Great Indian Elephant. So student, let me tell you the story you are going to enjoy, the vet in the forest. That is the part of this book that you can see on the screen, A Trunk Full of Tales. The book cover you can see, A Trunk Full of Tales. This book only contains this story. This story, Vet in the Forest, we are going to learn and enjoy, is just only an extract from this book, a small part of this book. And you can see another book as well. Besides these two books, there are several other books he wrote. He wrote on the solutions, he wrote on the problems of elephants, and he was a professor in English. So it is no doubt very interesting about the author that he was the professor in English and he studied the life of elephants. He gathered information related to their lives and gave us all that information. So proceeding to next only, students, let us see some important works, important words. That is what to learn. You have to learn, you have to note down in your copy, and you must learn so that it will become your power, it will become your strength. These words do not help you just to know the chapter, to understand the chapter. These words becomes the part forever in your life and that help you to speak good English. Sometimes you get confused to search the word for proper expression, but you are in confusion which word to use. And here the words that you get are very important. So you all note down your copy and learn. Here the word I have written here, vet. Vet is here the word which means here animal doctor. The doctor who treats animals, birds, they are called vet. Tranquilizing. There is another word. This is here from tranquilize. From tranquilize it is tranquilizing. Means making a person or animal unconscious by giving them medicine or drug. You know, when any treatment is done to any human beings or animals or birds who are badly or seriously injured, then no doubt first they are made unconscious, they are made fainted, so that the operation can be done carefully, peacefully by the doctor. So medicine or drug is given in the body of human being or animals. That is called tranquilizing. I know that these words are very useful for you and you will learn them. Hanger on, another word is hanger on. Students, this word means a person who follows in group without any particular part to play. A person who is following a group but is not playing any major part or any important part. Just he follows a group, he minutely observes only and see what the others are doing. Here in this story, this hanger on is the writer who is with the medical team, who is going in the forest to find the injured elephant and to give it treatment, proper treatment. So let us see the next word, that is ravaged. Ravaged means devastated, damaged, destroyed. This is what here done by the elephant to the crops only of the villagers when they are growing plants and crops only in their fields. The elephant's herd comes and destroyed. So this is what the term used. Agony. Agony word stands for great physical pain. When we have physical pain, great physical pain here in our body, that is called agony. Depression. That is what here, depression has another word here meaning, but here in this book you have here the meaning of depression, the lower part of the area or the surface, just in comparison to the surroundings. That is called depression. Hoarse. Hoarse means here rough. And rough is used in the term of rough voice in this here context. Dart gun. Another word for you is dart gun. That is a gun with arrow. This gun contains an arrow and that arrow contains medicine or drug. When really shot to any animal, it penetrates in the body, that drug and medicine to the animal, and it makes the animal faint or unconscious so that the doctor can treat. So these were some of the important words, and I am sure that you must have followed here all that I have explained you. Now let us see what the summary is here to this part here that you are going to learn. First you will learn about an injured elephant, injured young elephant who is accompanied by a herd of more than 50 elephants. The elephant you can see in the picture whose front leg is injured. You can see the elephant, the picture from your text. And so the medical team, the veterinary team go in the forest and they are searching that team, that herd of elephants, in which herd there is this elephant who is injured, whose front leg is badly injured, and they are going to give treatment, proper treatment. They will bandage and they will no doubt put the ointment and different kinds of medicines that can give the relief to the elephant. So the author also visits the forest. He is going with the wildlife warden whose name was S.C. Day. So we can learn about the visit of S.C. Day, Chief Wildlife Warden, Subrat Chaudhary, tranquilizing officer, and the writer. Then we can find the tracing of injured elephant is done, where the elephant and the herd is, the injured elephant with its herd is, that is here traced. Then is arriving on the spot of the forest by the team, and then the decision to trap the injured elephant. So in this here part of this here page, student, you will see how this medical team arrives in the forest and especially to the spot where the herd was, how they separate the injured elephant from the herd and how they manage to treat it. It was no doubt a very difficult task, very challenging task, but they all did. How they did? This is interesting only here, with the help, with the cooperation of the villagers, with the cooperation of some tribal people, those who are living near the forest. So this is what very interesting. This event took place in April 1991 when East Medinpur Forest Division of West Bengal demanded help from Wildlife Wing of the Forest Department. That wing is here responsible to look after the animals, to check them, to see what is the problem with them, and they go to rescue the life of the animals if they are in danger in any way due to any problems. So they all go to the forest. This is a team of medical, and they try their best only how to do. So as I told you, this here team of 3 people, S.C. Day, Chief Wild Warden of the state, Subrat Chaudhary, the tranquilizing officer, and the author, they all went to the Bishnupur forest rest house. They took rest at night, and in the morning they started for the forest so that they could find the herd and they could trace the injured elephant, especially the injured elephant from the herd. When they reached to the village, so many people were there. First they wanted to get the information from the villagers, because the officers, wildlife officers, were not able to tell about the injured elephant, as the herd was constantly moving. They were shifting their place. They were moving from one place to another constantly, and so they were not able to tell the exact place where the elephant herd was. And that's why they first decided to consult the villagers, and when they asked them, one of the young men belonging to the local tribes came to them and told about the injured elephant, that he knew where the injured elephant was. He also told that he used to give every day that injured elephant some leaves of the trees and some twigs so that it could eat, because he was not able to get the food, he was injured, he was not able to move, and so he felt hungry. And the injured elephant always was served, was fed by that tribe. And so when the medical team heard this, they became very happy by the service of that tribal person. So they decided to go to the spot of the forest, and next morning they started. They went by the jeep. Their jeep bumped across the forest tracks and fields to the spot where they found a group of enthusiastic people already had gathered. And there, no doubt, they told that they had seen the herd and the injured elephant. The injured elephant was in the middle of the herd, but they told that the enthusiastic crowd told that it was impossible to separate the injured elephant, because it was always escorted, always surrounded by the herd, a group of 50 elephants. So it was really a challenging and risky task, very difficult task for the team. But still, they just made the plan. They sought the help from that enthusiastic group. They told them to help them to chase the herd, so that when the other elephants would leave the injured elephant, then they would be able to give the treatment to the injured elephant. The group of the people, those who had gathered there, they promised to help them, and they chased the elephants by making great sounds, different kinds of horrible sounds. They also burst crackers, so that by the sound of that crackers, the herd of the elephant could leave the place, and they succeeded in that plan. So when they had gone, all the other elephants had gone, leaving that injured elephant alone. This was the chance for them all to do their work quick, and how they managed to treat the elephant, how they rescued the elephant, how they gave the relief to the injured elephants. This is what an interesting part, and we shall certainly learn that part also next day. So till today, you must learn this much part about the story that I have introduced, and no doubt in your classroom I will certainly explain you line wise. So thank you, students. Thank you all joining the class and being with me, understanding everything what I explained. Thank you, students.